Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Angela, and I started with Concordium about maybe 2 months ago, at the beginning of February. And so far, it's been a very exciting, wild ride. So I am excited to tell you more about the website. So thanks for joining.
Awesome. So, Angela, feel free to, you know, uh, so I'm gonna just ask you why a new website.
Okay. Well, I think maybe most of you saw the recent town hall. We also have a new executive team that recently joined, and there are a lot of new things happening, a new strategic direction as well for the blockchain. So it was time to update the website and reflect everything that's going on behind the scenes. Um, and what we wanted to try to do with the website was really to find that sweet spot between, the Web3 world and also, making a website that's also attractive and suitable for institutional audiences, for stablecoin issuers, because our strategic goal is really to build real world solutions. And we wanted to try to merge these worlds and find harmony between the two with like clean looks, modern colors. And yeah, that was the discussion from the beginning. That's how we started it. Also, feel free to jump in with any questions. I'm happy to ask or to answer the best I can.
Yes. So if anyone wants to also come into the stage or send a message to the chat, please do. So Angela, so what would you say is the new focus of the website? What are you focusing on?
Yeah, so we really try to think about the audiences we're trying to attract. So, and we also wanted to simplify the whole website experience. We wanted to make it easy for people to find things. And obviously, this is just a first MVP. We have a lot more coming, but our main focus was to get our commercial team, especially, ready to go out and start talking to potential collaborators. So we built the website very simple with the homepage, a technology page. That was also very important from my background as well, working with in Web3 and in tech, that I believe that technology should be made accessible. There's a way to explain it in a simple way that everyone can access it and understand it. So this was my goal in creating some of those pages. It was our goal as a team. So there's a technology page that really tries to simply explain how the blockchain works and why it's important. And then we have a page devoted to the stablecoin issuers, which explains some of the features that we'll be rolling out soon and why it's important, and how the Concordium blockchain solves some of the problems in Web3. And then we have obviously one of our main key features of the blockchain is the identity layers. So we have a page devoted to that as well, explaining how that works and how it's important and why it's important. We will obviously be adding to these pages. These are our core pages that we will then break down and add things to as we move along. But right now it's a good foundation. And then obviously we have the community pages and the about pages, and most important, the developer hub page, which right now we're basically gearing up to build our developer community. So we wanted to make sure that that page had everything accessible to the developers so they can find things that they need. We will obviously be adding a lot of things to that as well as the developer community grows. And there are a lot of pages still missing. I think that some of in the feedback that we got, some of you were looking for the ecosystem page, for example, or the tech roadmap. So what I can say about that is what the pages that are there now, the website that you see today is really a reflection of what we've been working on internally, what's ready to communicate internally. And if you saw the original the town hall, you heard Boris, our CEO, talking about sequencing, and that's basically what the line of thought we stuck with when we were working on the website planning is really to sequence what's important, what do we need right now today, because we wanted to get something out right away. We didn't want to wait any longer and wait till everything is there. We wanted to just do what we could and make it build a good foundation that we can grow on. So that's what we've done, and we will then be looking. There's a lot more in the pipeline. For example, there's not a page. We will be working next on a page devoted to governance, which is coming up soon. We will have some elections, I think, coming up in spring. So we want to build a website for that, or build a web page for that, and ecosystem will come. Also, other pages that you mentioned.
Thank you. And I just wanted to mention and thank the community because they have been sending some great feedback and helping us make the website better. So I'm gonna bring also some questions from the chat right now. So Oxford is asking, are you considering writing some SEO articles that can drive targeted traffic to the website? This could be SEO articles about zero knowledge proof, ID, PLTs, etc., with a strong call to action
Absolutely.
in that.
Absolutely. Yes. So, yeah, very good question. So, yeah, we will also be creating a lot of content to support these pages and to get people on the website. I know there was a question about why are we on Medium and not posting our blogs, mainly on the website. There's a reason for that. We do have, a pretty good following on Medium, and Medium also reaches a global audience. So we are discussing what the best outcome of that is. We will be monitoring it as well. But ideally, we want to eventually pull everyone to the website. So yeah, we did talk about that. As I said before, sequencing is everything, so we couldn't do everything at once. So we're really just we want to be thoughtful about what we're doing. So there's been a lot of discussions internally. But to your point, Oxford, thank you for your feedback and for your questions. We will definitely be doing a lot more CEO or SEO content.
And I'm gonna jump skip through one question. I'm gonna ask it after this one, but I'm gonna jump to J Rocket's one because I think it's very tied to what you just said. So he's asking, what is the immediate feedback been so far? Uh, we did see a large suite reach, but how do you measure site success? And the last question in that is, does it help the commercial team to attract success? And I think that's very tied to the sequencing and why it was launched like this, right? So you can just
Exactly. So, as in terms of success, we've tried to set it up for success. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. We worked very closely with the commercial team to flesh out the messaging to make sure that it's clear. And now that the website is live, it will be up to them to put it in front of stablecoin issuers, to put it in front of institutional clients and other collaborators to see if the messaging is landing. We will, the plan is obvious. A website is a living thing, right? There's always room for improvement. We will be adjusting and changing and expanding as we go. But right now, internally, we feel that this was a good foundation to start with. I've asked the commercial team, for example, to go and get feedback and bring it back so that we can integrate it into the website moving forward. I don't know if that was a long question, Alvaro, so maybe I missed
Yeah,
some stuff.
that was the core question there, and yeah, so the website is basically a tool also for the commercial team, right? If they went and the message in the website is not aligned with what they're presenting, it wouldn't make much sense. That's why it was important to get it out now, even if there's a couple of pages that are in the works still. um so yeah, so Oxford is asking, Angela, what about support for other languages, if there's any plan or in
At
the
the
near future
moment,
or whatever. Mhm.
At the moment, not. To be honest, I worked on multi-language websites before, and it's really difficult to keep up. So we really have to think twice about how to manage that. What I would like to see in the future, for example, if we do need to target certain, audiences, different languages, different cultures, I would like to see a community member taking that, handing that over to the community, for example, to translate the pages and to get the message across. That's another thing I would like, we've already, in launching this website, we asked the community to give us feedback. But more importantly, in the future, I would like to see the community get even more involved. I would like to do, for example, I don't know, designer contest where we have someone in the community, design a hero for us, an animation or some images that we can put on the website. So things, getting the community more involved in the process of this website in the future is something that I would like to see. So open to your ideas.
Awesome. um yeah, and just keep sending questions, or if anyone wants to come to stage and ask, please do. I just wanted to add, Angela, as a designer myself, pretty, I like the new style, the website, very much. Love the change of fonts there. I appreciate that, actually, and yeah, I like the combination of like the light feel, but also it feels like elegant, and I'm pretty, yeah. I mean, congrats on the general look and feel of the website, the UX and UI. I also think it's pretty great navigation there. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Well, it wasn't
Maybe,
all my doing. I had a lot of great support. So yeah, I was mainly steering the website direction from a content perspective, from a storytelling perspective. And I had, colleagues helping me realize that storytelling through visuals
yeah, and
and
I and,
fonts.
and I know all the work you also did on the content side. That was a lot, right? Because people, you just see the website now and just take it for granted. But I know you thought about every paragraph put in there, and how it like matched the narrative, and also that was also good job there. Any
Thank
more
you.
questions from the community? I see J Rocket typing, so let's see.
Yeah, to your point, Alvaro, it was challenging because I just joined Concordium, so I was really trying to figure out what this blockchain is doing, what do we want to say. Um, it was a great way, however, to work very closely with many of the team members, learning about everyone's expertise. And I think the most challenging part was really to find a middle ground, a language that everyone was happy with. I think there's still room for improvement, but I think, yeah, we made a good start. It's also difficult to explain things in such short and concise wording, but we managed.
Yep. So another question. I think you already mentioned something related to this, but the question is any update about sequence of not adding the ecosystem project descriptions on the website. He says,
Yeah,
I understand we need focus right now, so we cannot use distraction, but it would be nice for the community to get feedback on that specifically, since there were many queries related to that.
absolutely. So that is in the pipeline, but we also want to make sure that we're adding new stuff, right? So we're in the process of, I can't say too much about this, but we are in the process of, collaborating with teams and projects, and we want to be able to have an ecosystem page that really shows that our strategy is working, and that we have new things to show, and that we can um, yeah, that we've shown progress, and not just taking a page from the old website and just pasting it into the new. So that's kind of our thinking there. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline going on, so I can't say when we will have that ecosystem page out, but it's definitely on our minds.
Awesome. Yes, thank you for that. So Oxford is asking, he says, I noticed that under ID, you don't use the term self-sovereign ID. He asks,
Mhm.
isn't this a mistake considering it's a hot keyword? Shouldn't that term be used more actively instead of just ID?
Yes, so this is a one of my favorite words, actually. I'm an advocate for self-sovereignty myself. Um, that's a good question. I didn't really give it much thought. As I said, that identity page specifically that's on the website now was strictly um, for a commercial, um, institutional, stable coin issuer audience. And in our discussions, in our brainstormings with the team, that word, I guess, didn't come up. We thought, that's really, I think, a Web3 concept. That's not to say that we're completely disregarding it. I think that's a word that I will use a lot in blog content, for example, and we also may see it on the website moving forward. But it was not on purpose.
Great. So, bringing in another question. So what about CCD being dollar focused on the website? Um, I know there have been a couple of questions regarding that. I'm not sure if we have the answer here right now, Angela, right?
What was the question again?
It's about the fees, the
Of the
CCD
dollar.
fee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I do
dollar
have
versus
an
yeah.
answer. I do have an answer to that. So
Okay.
we decided to change it to dollar USD because we want to expand, and we want to gain traction in the US market. This is part of our strategy moving forward. So we thought it would be better to um, have it pegged to USD rather than the euro.
By the way, J Rocket is just reminded me to mention that he messaged earlier and he said he liked the approach, compliments, and he also liked the team involving the community during the
Great,
soft launch. So just
great. And
reminded me to tell you that.
thank you. I am also open to suggestions. If you have other, ideas about how to involve all of you, I'm open to that. Um, yeah. If there are any designers out there, or copywriters who would like to support, yeah, I'm open.
Yeah, and also remember that we have in the Shaping the Future channel, we have a new website feedback thread. So I know a lot of you are already sending feedback there, but just keep it, you know, keep sending, and we'll be updating or discussing any new ideas there. And yeah, we're happy to receive feedback from you. Let
Yes, sir.
me see. There was a second part. So also J Rocket asked if we already have a know like what's going to be the pace that we're expecting new functionalities and pages to flow out of the pipeline.
Mhm. Well, I think next in the pipeline, we want to revisit the animations and the visuals. We want to make them stronger. I think We had a very tight timeline, so we couldn't do everything, and we would like to explore more with that in a first phase. And also, in terms of pages, I think I already mentioned the governance page. We will devote a page to that coming up. That's next in the pipeline. And possibly also the tech. We have a tech roadmap that's in the works internally, and we want to make sure that we reflect that on the website as well. So those are the immediate. That's the immediate plan. After that, we'll have to see.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hopefully that answers that question. Yeah. So yeah. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Okay, Oxford just sent something. He says concordium.com/ID is a direct point. Please consider to add other hot ones like concordium.com/PLT and /stablecoin, etc.
Absolutely, yeah. Good point. Yeah, these details are now that we have some downtime, that the website is live, we can then start tweaking these things and making it even more friendly,
Yep.
searchable, and SEO friendly.
Yep. Okay. Great. That's a lot of great questions and suggestions. Anyone else? If anyone also wants to like jump in stage and have a chat or something. Okay. Maybe
Does
no more
anyone
questions.
does anyone have any maybe I have a question for the audience. Were there things that you didn't particularly like, or things that were not clear, or things that you would like to see in the immediate future that I did not list?
Okay. So J Rocket says nothing apart from feedback in the Google Docs. And okay, Oxford is sending a message here. Let me read it. So he says, even though there are many questions and inputs, let's make this absolutely clear. You're doing an amazing job. I'm truly impressed by your effort and the way you're handling everything. Keep going. You're on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very motivating. Thank you. I do have a question about, it's also important for me to put up the blockchain stats. I want to do more of that. I think in the pipeline, I think they're revamping this CCD scan. So I don't know. I want to integrate that more into the website as well. Yeah, I think for me, it's all about transparency as well. So I want to make sure that our community is really able to follow what we're doing and understand what we're doing at all points. Yeah, someone says to put the CCD Explorer and I see that. Yes, thank you. I didn't forget about that actually. It's on my list. Um, I think it was Oxford who also asked about the Medium blog. It just came to my mind that another reason to keep Medium is I eventually would like um, have the community contribute with blogs and content. So, and Medium is a good space for that. Yeah, that's why we are a little bit, or I am a little bit hesitant to let that go until we figure some of those things out.
Great. Um, yeah, just a couple of comments of the CCD Explorer and all that. Okay, let me just recheck the chat and see if I miss anything. Another comment or recommendation: it would be great to get daily news feed on the site.
Yes, that is also in my in the pipeline. We're working with a new CMS, so we're trying to figure out some of those things in the background. But yes, noted, noted.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay. Just let's give a couple of seconds to see if anyone else has any comment or question. Um, Also, Angela, what would you say it's what's next for Concordium?
What's next for Concordium? Well, wow. I mean, a lot of stuff, right? We want to push our narrative forward and become, a leader in stablecoins. Obviously, we're rolling out a lot of cool stuff, protocol level tokens and locks and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I think that the team is very strong. So yeah, I hope you follow us and help us promote the project. Do stay tuned for the next. Yeah, we will have announcements coming up soon. So follow us and stay close to the project. I promise we won't disappoint.
Awesome. So also everyone just now that you know Angela, if you have any questions for her, also you can feel free and tag her here in Discord, or we can let her know. But she's also around in Discord, and yeah, she'll be also visiting that thread a lot, the new website feedback. So yeah. Thank you,
I
Angela, for joining.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say I really, really appreciate you, yeah, being excited about the website and also taking the time to give us your feedback. It's very important to us. So thanks a lot.
Well, thank you,
Have a great day.
everyone. Have a great day. Thank you for being here with us in another Discord talk. Let's continue the conversation in the channels. Any follow up questions, you can send it there. And yeah, let's yeah. So thank you, and we'll have another Discord talk soon.